Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. Welcome to Throwback Thursday. We're at Baxter Cycle in Marnie, Iowa, and look what they have for us today. This is a 1971 Norton High Rider. It's a 745cc engine. It's got the same engine as this bike right here. It's essentially the same bike, roughly. A lot of these, this is an actual model that was released by Norton back in 71. It had this seat, the high bars, the smaller headlight. Really quite a motorcycle for its time. They were trying to compete with Harley, but just let that soak in. This is a freshly restored model. It's actually been sold already, so we're lucky to be able to get the video. The engine is a 745cc parallel twin, dual valve. Look at the lean of the cylinders forward. Isn't that neat? It's just a beautiful thing. 4-speed transmission. There it is right there. There's a gear indicator on the side. Shifter on the right side, kickstart only. If it had a starter, I think it'd go right there. I think it was 58 horsepower is what they rated these at. But let's just take a look at that engine for a minute. Look at those oil lines, braided oil lines put on this one. Point right there, all those little, everything's just right there and perfectly, just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Just absolutely, like I said, fresh off restore. Those are, I think they're 30mm Amala carburetors. I can't remember what 30mm breaks down to in English. 1 3/16 maybe. If I'm wrong, correct me. Look at that air filter, just big old air filter. I'm not sure what that is. I was looking at that earlier. But anyway, look at all that polished aluminum and chrome and just a gorgeous looking thing. Chain drive motorcycle, of course. Looks like the coils are up front here. Just a beautiful thing. Points would be under this cover right here. Tachometer drive right there. All mechanical, of course. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The idea of the High Rider was they wanted to compete with in the American market with the Harley Davidson, especially the Sportster. And so they got this bike. They put the high seat on it, the sissy bar, the high bars on the front, the smaller headlight. I think that was everything they did. That was the main differences to it. And it really never sold that well, amazingly. But nowadays, they're really a pretty desirable motorcycle. Just look at that. The gas tank was fiberglass, I think over a metal tank. Side covers were fiberglass. Metal, of course, fender and everything else like that. But isn't that just gorgeous? I don't know what diameter the fork tubes are. I do look at this brake. I do love these brakes. That's a dual leading shoe. You know, when you pull the brake level, it pulls on this cable, which actuates these two levers here. So dual leading shoe. Have an air inlet here and outlets back here. These three holes here are outlets for airflow, help cool the brake. And of course the pinning, lots of pinning down there. You can see that on these beautiful spoked rims. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Isn't that neat? Oh, it looks like it's got that vibration controlling rubber piece on the front. I can't remember what that's called on a Norton like this. On the back, let's just kind of look back here. Here's the Speedo drive right here. That was on like on my Harley, it's on the front. On these Nortons, it's on the back. Of course, the big old brake drum. Here you can see the this is a single shoe on the back, cable actuated. Here's the brake lever on the left side on this motorcycle. Yeah, it's kind of a neat looking thing, isn't it? Very neat. There's the adjuster right there. Isn't that just beautiful? Brand new chain and sprockets, of course. Normal coilover shocks on the back. I think this is how you open the seat. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not sure about that. I don't know enough about these beautiful old bikes to give you an answer on that one. Clutch on this side, of course. Primary drive for the chain. Looks like the transmission is actually separate from the engine. Very interesting. Ignition right here. Isn't that just gorgeous? More of that detail, oil lines and all that stuff. Just beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's where the starter would go if it had one, electric start. But just, isn't that just neat? Now let's come up here. I get the tall bars, clutch on the right, of course, on the left, I mean. Look at these speedos, little tiny dials. That says 42 miles. I'm sure that's not right. The tack on the right has a 7,000 RPM red line. The headlight control back here, I'm sure. There's no battery in the bike. A couple of idiot lights down here. I'm not sure what all these switches do, and that's something I'll have to educate myself on later. But this is probably a choke right here. Just a really cool thing. Throttle right there. You know, the brake, of course. Everything's mechanical. Nothing's hydraulic. You know, it's all the old school. You know, just a gorgeous thing. Look at this triple tree. That cast triple tree. Just a beautiful thing. Just an absolutely beautiful thing. I just love it. Just love it. Look at these giant cast pieces here. Isn't that just really beautiful? Let's check the other side out for that. Yeah, they got something similar. Isn't that just neat? Tubular swing arm. Wow. Norton Commando 750, it says on this side. Of course, it is like I said, it is the high rider. Now, this bike, a lot of those got restored or got changed over to one of these. This is the this was considered more desirable for a long time. And isn't that just a pretty bike? That's here at Baxter's. I wish I had better lighting for y'all, but a lot of those high riders got turned into these because they'd sell better. 1968 fastback. Oh wow, gorgeous! Just a gorgeous machine. Anyway, that, my friend, is the rare and elusive, hard to find, Norton High Rider. And if you're interested in something like that, or any of these kind of motorcycles, just a whole room full of antique British bikes here. These are all Nortons here, Triumphs, BSAs. Oh my gosh, everything you can imagine. If you're interested in anything like that, give Baxter Cycle a call. BaxterCycle.com. Go to their website. They've got a whole list of these motorcycles. They're waiting for you. They can help you out. Tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. Now, I can't go ride because I broke my shoulder, but y'all probably can. So get out there and ride, y'all. Take care and have a great day. Wahoo!